Yo, what's good my fellow Magic Knights? It is your boy DEADMANVINCE back with yet another JJK Phantom Parade video. Today we are going to be doing the first years of Tokyo Jujutsu High, a mouthful, versus Jogo today. As you know, I'm going through all of the formidable battles. We already got these two videos. I hope you guys did enjoy those. I can leave them linked down below. But today we're going to be doing Jogo, and we're finally going to be switching the team up a little bit. For those two stages back there, I used essentially the same team. But right here, we're gonna have to switch it up just a little bit. So guys, Jogo is kind of a bitch. Like he does a lot of damage, and it's because he's like the first one out of all these formidable fights that just straight up pops a domain on you, and the domain can do a lot of damage to you. It can stop a lot of passives and everything. So we are going to need somebody who can actually try to stun Jogo. Typically we use Red Inumaki or something like that, but unfortunately Inumaki is a second year at Tokyo Jujutsu High, so we won't quite be able to use him in this event. But there is a character that I did work on a very long time ago who I never even used, but I was like, oh, maybe this character will end up being good or useful or something, and who knew that it would be for some stupid gimmicky video down the road. That character, of course, is Green Fushiguro. This man is level 103. I didn't even realize he was that high level. So I already feel bad for the amount of resource dump that I've already dumped into this, but you can see that this right here has a 156% chance to stun enemies on his skill 2, and then this right here has a 108% chance to stun enemies on his skill or his ultimate. So he has two different built-in stun chances. Hopefully he will get us what we need to stop this man Jogo just enough for us to get Nobara, Yuji, and Yuta filled up, or not filled up, but like with their ultimates and everything, and we still have perfect synchronization on him just for the extra damage output. But I'm really hoping nobody dies on this run, because I do not want to use this Maki, especially not here with Jogo. Like, I feel like Jogo might actually give us a little bit of problem here, and I could just be talking out of my ass. Like, my team could be way stacked out more than what I believe, but still though, Jogo can typically still have a little issues with them. Alright guys, so here we are in the fight against Jogo. One of the things about Jogo, I feel like you really need to buff against Jogo as well to make sure you're doing like a good amount of damage. Now Yuji should be able to clean up house in a little bit here, but I'm not really going to be able to, I can't really be too lenient with this like run here. The problem is that with Inumaki, he has a 20 cost on his stun move, whereas this man Fushiguro has a 30 cost on his stun move. So while the chance may be super high, I literally just can't do it every turn. Like, I'm already screwed this turn. I can't do his stun move. So this man's already automatically gonna put us in the domain, and then all of a sudden it does not become a battle of stalling. It becomes a battle of, are you surviving this domain or not? Yuta gets hit really hard. Fushiguro instantly dies. So we are already in dire straits here. But this is what I do these videos for. Every single team is not going to be, you know, 100% easy peasy clear, and sometimes we gotta work out the kinks, man. But this domain hurts a lot, actually. I have Yuta here to give healing. No, Yuta's gone. All right, so already automatically scatter blasted, obliterated. Yuta is out of here. We are definitely gonna have to hop back in here for another run. Man, this is gonna be difficult with just Jujutsu Tokyo first years. I gotta think of a way to do this, because as of right now, there is obviously no way to hit this with this team right here. I mean, Yuji's eating the hits like a champ, I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna come back out of here and see what I can try to do to switch up the team a little bit. So guys, all I can really do is just, I mean, unfortunately, it just had to be the same team again. All I can really do is try to use Fushiguro. That's the only change I can think. I can't take out Yuji because there is no other Yuji I can use that's gonna deal more damage. This Fushiguro has a little bit better stats, even though the other one was type advantage. This one has a way worse stun chance though, so I'm not really too sure how I feel about that. These two instantly died, so I mean, I don't know. Maybe I need more defensive pages as well. So instead of trying to bank on the damage with Nobara, what I'll do is I'll bring this page for the heals and see how this goes. But like I said, guys, these stages are pretty easy now, but of course Jogo would be the one to pose the first like major threat. It's literally because of his domain. Like, if he didn't have a domain, this fight would just be like the rest of them, because, you know, I have literally, the first fight is 2 rooms, the second fight is 1 room with just 1 really strong enemy, No. Yeah. The second fight is just one room with 3 enemies. The last fight is literally 4 or 3 rooms where a bunch of enemies like spread throughout all the rooms. This is the only fight where there's a domain expansion, so this one is going to definitely be like the worst of it. No stun on the first turn, I bet. Alright, Fushigro's dog shit. So guys, I would basically need a perfect RNG run over and over and over again. I mean, I'm seeing a new theory in my mind here, chat. I'm thinking, what if I use the rare Fushiguro and I just let it go turn 1? I just let him do his thing, do his domain. Then I actually try to stun him every turn after that, because that 150% stun chance should do me a lot of good, I think. Let's get some more nails here. Let's do this. I need a stun. If I don't get the stun, then yeah, if I don't get the stun, then it's just kind of dead. I mean, the heal is definitely helping, but everybody's still gonna get hit really hard though. Yeah, I think Fushigro's dead before he can even get his ultimate off, really, which is very unfortunate, because then we're missing out on the damage dealt increase. Oh, we get a heal with Yuta, and we're not in the domain anymore. This is the closest thing to a chance that we have, chat. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this, and then let's do this. And I want to save Nobara's ultimate for when Yuta also has his ultimate. Okay? Oh, the only thing that sucks though is that Fushiguro went second. So the damage dealt increase came after Yuji used his ultimate. So I would need to switch these two's positions. Okay, that was bad. That was bad placement. Unfortunate, dude. Okay. We're all alive. Oh, Fushigro's still alive. Okay, thank you so much, Yuta. Alright, we're gonna buff up. I'm just gonna do a regular attack here. We're gonna do this and we're gonna do this. I believe that this can give me the break here. Fushiguro probably ain't gonna be doing much more for me this run, because it looks like we're closing out pretty smoothly here. But it looks like all I needed was that page. Part of me almost wants to run back in here with the green Fushiguro and put him in front of Yuji and see how much different of an effect I get there. So I will try that. And guys, I'm unfortunately I wasn't paying attention whenever I had used I'm gonna just start building towards the Black Flash again. Unfortunately, I was not paying attention whenever Yuji used his ultimate, so I didn't see exactly how much damage he did. But at the end of the day, his damage was kind of shitty. Like, he didn't kill this man, he didn't break this man, nothing. So obviously the damage was nothing to write home about. If it were something to write home about, I would have noticed and I would have been like, oh my goodness. But like, no, it wasn't anything like that, of course. So it doesn't really matter about Fushigro's ultimate. I like combo ultimates, but I mean, I don't think it's necessary per se. Or I will wait, because we're 2 turns away from being able to use like-minded sisters, and we're 3 turns away from being able to give the damage. The damage dealt increase isn't really going to matter for Yuji, because Fushiguro attacks afterwards, so it just doesn't matter. Maybe, okay, maybe I need to stop being cocky and I just need to go for the kill. But I want somebody to combo ult with this man. So let's do this. Let's heal, actually. And then let's do that. And then let's do this. Okay, we get a stun. That's good. That helps. I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter. Let's do this. Let's do this. And then let me try to pay attention this time to see how much damage Yuji does. Only 300k. Only nearly 400k. But guys, that's just how it looks. That's what makes this specific like team so hard to use. There are no buffers. Like, typically this game plays in a way where it's buff, you know, build up. Oh no, Bara with the sauce on him. Usually it's buff, you know, and then build up to one really insane turn. That literally took me 11 turns. Like, that, to give you perspective. The mission is to beat this in 10 turns. This took me 11 turns. I do want to go back in here one more time and just use the Fushiguro, the green Fushiguro with Yuji, and see how that combo plays out for me. And I want to try to see how much damage Yuji does with that. Alright guys, we're back in here with the second iteration of this team with the rare Fushiguro and then with Yuji behind him as well, so I can try to abuse that damage dealt increase on perfect synchronization whenever he uses it. So we're gonna buff with Yuji. We're gonna just use the basic attack with Fushiguro this first turn and try to see if he can survive this first turn, because if he can survive this first turn, I can heal next turn with Nobara's page, and then we can damn near guarantee like stun this man. It's 156 points. It's a 156% chance. Okay, Fushiguro's not the one who got hit. Okay, good. So we get a heal from Yuta. We try to stun with Fushiguro. We buff up with Yuji, and then we're also going to heal with Nobara just to give me that extra little bit of health. If we can stun if we can stun Jogo inside of the domain, that is highly optimal because he cannot take any damage turns towards us, and his domain will eventually run out. So we now have enough to do the stun a second time there. So again, really high curse energy that you need to use for that stun, but the chance is there, guys. The chance is there. That's 156, I think, % chance to stun both of those turns back to back. Now we're looking a little beat because, well, he can't expand his domain inside his domain. Expanding his domain is the most damage that he does. Beyond that, not really that big of a problem to deal with. It's just making it past the domain in the first place. Now, if he just one taps this man Fushiguro, which he does not, cool. Okay, domain goes away, but this man Fushiguro does not have his ultimate just yet. So we'll do Divine Dogs to buff him up. We're gonna hit one more buff on everybody just to, you know, get everybody topped off. And then this next turn here, we're gonna drop an ultimate. We're gonna drop all the ultimates and see how this looks. So guys, if you remember the last time after we dropped all the ultimates, well, first of all the ultimates were like kind of like fractured apart. None of them were together or anything. This time all of them are going to be together, so we should get a much better result this time. So we're going to use perfect synchronization with the ult, and if the stun goes off, that's even better, but it doesn't matter too much. We're going to use Yuji's ultimate, and then we're going to use Nobara and Yuta all here at the same time. Let's see. I don't expect a one turn kill, but okay, we got the stun off also. So yeah, Yuji's damage literally did not improve that much. It's literally just because there's no buffers, man. It just be like that. It's fine. But the damage dealt increase maybe helped a little bit. Oh no, because it looks like the damage dealt increase went in after the attack. So literally it's after both of them attack anyway. So it doesn't matter who's in front or behind. Okay. I think no, that doesn't really look that much better than the first time we did this. But I mean, it's still impressive nonetheless. I mean, it's a good thing this team is working now. So you know what? There you go. GG, chat. You got a double run from the dead man. You got me to put in extra work when I really didn't even have to. But we're gonna go ahead and just finish this run out because this man's health is really low and we're doing really good damage. So we're kind of trudging along here. Okay. He's resistant to Yuta, of course, because Yuta is weak against this man in here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. You know, guys, when I walked into this, I kind of almost thought that, like, I wouldn't be able to do this just because that first run had me really like, oh, man, that was bad. But, like, nah, low-key, this worked out really fine. You know, that's the thing about this game. It's not always a matter of, oh, my units just weren't strong enough. It's also a matter of, did I actually, you know, try to, like, finesse that? Did I try to put in that work and see if I could make anything else work? You know, so I just had to come back in and just see if I could make anything else work. But the team worked, and I even got to go back and double down with a different separate team and prove that this team works as well. So there's no point to these videos really. You know, content's content. You guys, I don't see anybody else doing this, man. So I'm just trying to have some fun with it. But this is definitely fun because now all the time that I've been suspecting that the rare Fushiguro is good because of his stun, I now have finally confirmed his stun actually is really incredible. It just takes a lot of cursed energy, and you got to set him up a little bit more than you need to set up Red Inumaki. But guys, that's gonna be it for the first year Tokyo High Jujutsu students versus Jogo. The next one we're gonna be tackling is Tokyo versus Kyoto, like the sister exchange event. But if you guys did enjoy, then go down below, smack that like, hit that subscribe, and also comment down below and let me know what else you want to see, and let me know if maybe you have some other first year students or you made it work with other variants of the first year students. But you guys, that's gonna be it for your boy DEADMANVINCE. Peace out.